everyone, welcome back. If you want to learn how to make this makeshift at-home acai smoothie bowl, then please keep watching. A lot of the ingredients I used were just stuff that I had at my mom's house, and I just really was craving a delicious antioxidant bowl on this hot day. So these are the things that I was able to gather together. We have pineapple, we have mixed frozen berries, blackberries, and even this pre-made acai bowl, which on its own is actually pretty gross, not gonna lie, but I wanted to use the acai in it in the smoothie bowl. I also am adding some superfoods like mushroom powder, which has 7 different kinds of medicinal mushrooms, organic maca powder, and of course my favorite Hawaiian spirulina. I'm using oat milk as my base, but you can use any kind of milk or non-dairy milk substitute that you'd like. I don't have granola, but I do have this delicious Morning Summit cereal, which is basically a granola, and some coconut-based whipped cream. So I'm just using a standard blender, and then I also have a cutting board to cut up anything that I need to, like the fruits. I have an orange and a banana as my fresh fruit, because that's what we had. And I'm putting the frozen berries, the frozen pineapple chunks in the blender as well. I'm just sort of eyeballing this process here. I'm just trying to give it just like a good handful or two of the berries. So after you've filled it with the desired amount of fruit, I'm just eyeballing, putting about this much oat milk in there, as you can see, not very much, maybe 8 ounces. And then I actually went over to fill it with water to about the 16-ounce mark. So this is what it looks like in the bowl. As you can see, we filled it to about 16 or 18 ounces of liquid. So I did use some oat milk, but I cut it with some water, like I said. I'm going to be adding the powdered superfoods, so I'm starting with the Hawaiian spirulina, and I'm just adding the directed amount on the jar. I think it calls for a full teaspoon here. Whatever the recommended serving size is should be totally fine. Next, I'm going to be adding the mushroom powder, and this one is half a teaspoon, I'm pretty sure. I absolutely love this stuff. It's wonderful for immunity, it helps with brain function, creativity, it's just the best. And next, one of my favorite things, maca powder. So again, just following the serving size on the bag, I'm just going to be adding the appropriate amount. Maca powder is an amazing root because it provides a natural energy boost, which is a great substitute for any kind of caffeine because it gives you that boost without the burnout. So there you have it. Once everything is combined in your blender, you're just going to secure the lid on top, place it in the blender, and most blenders have a smoothie mode, so that's what I did. I just used my mom's blender and I put it on the smoothie mode, let it go as is. I did have to stop it at one point and use a spatula to make sure that all the frozen bits were being blended up together, and then I put it back on, continued to blend, and just let it go. So this is it after it's all blended, and I'm actually not super happy with this consistency. I feel like it's a little bit liquidy, so in order to fix that, I'm adding some ice and some more frozen berries. This should ensure that it has more of a thick smoothie-like texture. Since this is a smoothie bowl and I'm going to be eating it with a spoon, I'd like it to be a bit of a thicker consistency. So once you add your ice and frozen berries, again, I just eyeballed that, go ahead and blend it again. And that about did the trick. So I'm going to be pouring it in my bowl. And I have lots of leftovers, which is awesome, and I ended up just putting the leftover smoothie in a freezer bag, labeling it and sticking it in the freezer so I could blend it at another time. I'm going to be adding some of that granola cereal. This is awesome because it has dried cranberries, almonds, oats. It's basically a granola on its own. I'm just going to be spreading it around a little bit and exposing a little bit of the acai smoothie bowl just for aesthetics or whatever reason. You can definitely design your bowl however you want, it's all going to taste the same. I went ahead and used the other half of that banana that I didn't end up using in the smoothie. I went and chopped some banana circles and put them around the sides. I'm adding a generous helping of peanut butter because I'm somebody that really loves peanut butter and acai together. It's almost like a PB&J smoothie bowl to me. You can use any kind of nut butter you want, or you don't even have to add it. It's a total personal preference. I'm just going to be adding a little bit of this coconut whipped cream for aesthetic and a little flavor. And then I'm just going to be topping it with a little bit of agave syrup. You're more than welcome to use honey as well, but I try to eat as vegan as possible, so I'm not using honey. And there you go. That's how to make your very own acai smoothie bowl at home. This recipe is super great because you can use it with pretty much anything that you have available. It's really good with fresh cut strawberries on top or blueberries. I just didn't have those available. You could even put chia seeds on top if you want. That's like super good. But yeah, that's basically how to make the bowl. You can feel free to add or substitute anything that you love. And like I said, the excess smoothie totally stays good in the freezer. Just make sure the bag is sealed. Yeah, I was so in love with this. It turned out so delicious. I was very pleased. So that's how to make your very own at-home acai smoothie bowl. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more from me, feel free to like, share, subscribe, and follow on social media. I have all the links in the description. Stay grounded.